Hey, UPB here from OptionMillionaires.com. Going to go over some charts real quick, some trade ideas for tomorrow. Love Herbalife for downside. I pointed this out this weekend. Also pointed out a couple times on StockTwits.com via charts. Every time we hit this trend line, stock gets pulled back, and we saw it today. Even amidst some strong rumors that ramped the stock higher, boom, we pulled back, closed at the lows of the session, and I think ultimately going to head down to the bottom of this and break through it. We're going to head to 35 bucks a share, and possibly lower than that. That's pretty crazy. I mean, here we were at this spike right here when Carl Icahn came out with his big position. Everybody they were just calling for this stock to go to 70, 80 bucks, 90 bucks. Oh, Ackman's done. Well, turns out Ackman's not done yet, folks. Not done yet. Had some news come out after the bell that's probably going to propel the stock even lower tomorrow. One of the largest consumer protection agencies out there, been around since 1899, is calling for an investigation into Herbalife by the FTC. So something to keep in mind there, folks. And the chart was telling you that was going to happen. It's amazing sometimes how visible these things are on a chart. Just pull back on a 2-year chart. I've been posting this for quite a while. Head and shoulders pattern. We busted below it. I mean, it's amazing. I don't know if Ackman's a chart reads the charts as well as this chart would have told him to say, hey, go do your, if you're going to do that presentation, you've got a head and shoulders for Herbalife. Do that head and shoulders right now. We're right at the neckline. We break through it, and we're going to see a plunge. And that's exactly what happened. Amazing. We came right back up to this neckline and pulled back. Okay, and now we're this trend line from the highs is acting as resistance. And each time we hit it, we're fading. And even today, came pretty close to it, and we're fading. And I think we're going to see a move back to at least 37.50. And then we break that. We're going to go to 35. And then we can put in the lows here, which is quite possible, considering that we have the possibilities now of FTC investigation. And that kind of muddies the picture for the stock. Icahn will have the ability then. He's already bought over 60 million shares, okay? So he's only got 9 million shares more left to buy, probably at a lower price, but the recent purchases have been over 40 and 41 bucks. He's going to have the opportunity to buy it lower. I did a post on OptionMillionaires.com before the news hit, talked about emotion, and I think a lot of the buying from Carl Icahn had to do with emotion. Not the way you want to be trading anything in this the stock market. Okay, you don't want to be using emotion to buy and sell. Let's move to more trade ideas for tomorrow. Actually, the trade idea for Herbalife is, I'm already in it, the $41 puts. They closed at $1.20, have dropped as low as, let me just pull some studies off here. And if I pull up a line chart, you can see a little more clearly. There we go. I was in the puts at 90 cents. They dropped to 60. I was in here, came back up, dropped to 50, and now we're doing okay. We close at 120. So a little patience. And that's what I've had with this stock. I pointed out my entry. I've been patient so far, so now I'm patient again. Amazon 280s were a great trade post these. My private Twitter account was actually staring at them at 28 cents this morning. I looked at ramp to 190. These are going to be just fine. I think Amazon's going to go over 280, and I'll show you the chart for a little in a minute. Same with U.S. Steel. U.S. Steel, these options were 60 cents a couple days ago. Got in some this morning at 20, 11, and 12. They closed at 16. I think we're going to see a move higher for U.S. Steel. Let me pull up the candle chart again, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. We got to break and hold above this line. We're right at it here for U.S. Steel. That's what I'm looking at. If we pull back below 260, 255, and hold below it for a little while, I'm going to get out of my calls. But however, if we continue this upward momentum we saw from the lows this morning, and I'm looking for a price move over 21 bucks a share, and ultimately past these highs that we saw a couple days ago. And then we have Amazon, which is trying to break above this trend line from the highs. It saw it over 285 a share. I think the stock is going to 300 plus. Pope. And hopefully it'll happen this week, but I'll just take 285. That's fine. Right now the 280 calls are about 70 cents. And then we have, I did HLF, X. Let me bring up Soda because that's a stock that I think's got some upside potential. This right here is a beautiful bull flag, and you can see we're right at the top of this channel of this bull flag. Are we going to break higher here? I think ultimately, even if it pulls back, the stock's going up to about 57, 50, 60 bucks with not much effort. And this right here, if you look at the 5250 calls, which are right here, not far away, they're 5 by 10 cents. So you can get some risky lot of calls here that expire this week for 10 cents. I think if we do break out of this channel and this bull flag proves to be a bullish formation, which I think it is, or the bullish formation that it is, that we'll see a nice move higher up, possibly starting tomorrow and into week's end, which will make the 5250s at 5 by 10 cents a very profitable trade for those of you that can take the risk on that. So there you have it. A couple trades out there. HLF puts, $41 strike. I am in at 70 and 90 cents. They close at $1.20. I think there's more room to grow on those. I like the Amazon 280 calls. They closed at 72 cents, I believe. Were as high as 190 today. Dropped as low as 28 cents. We'll see how that goes, but I love those for tomorrow and the rest of the week. And we have U.S. Steel. The $21 calls dropped as low as 11 cents. I am in at 12, 13, and 21 cents. I believe those are my costs. But I like those calls. I like U.S. Steel for upside. So there you have it. I think that's a good rundown of some decent option trades out there for you. And I'll be in the chat room tomorrow, go over the upgrades for the day, and some possible additional stocks to watch. UPB here from OptionMillionaires.com. Everyone have a profitable day on Wednesday. Goodbye.